the seventh question. This is also for 2 marks question. Name the infectious agents. Name or list the infectious agents. Agents that brings disease. That is a question. So which are the agents? As we have studied now, so some diseases which can be spread through bacteria, some which is in a contaminated water. So some diseases it will be spread through viruses, some diseases it will spread through protozoa. The first one, answer, bacteria. According to this only, I will explain the 1 marks question related the 4 topic in your textbook, that is Calaza, Staphylococci and Trypanosoma, Leishmania. So these are the 4. Bacteria, we know that. What is bacteria? A bacteria is an mainly prokaryotic, a single cell organism, unicellular organism, where we can absorb everywhere. Any temperature, if the organism is surviving, that is nothing but bacteria. So can we see bacteria? We can observe through an instrument called microscope. That we all know. Already we have studied in 8th standard, that is a bacteria, a living organism in that. So from the bacteria, and then again in your 9th standard also you have studied bacteria, kingdom Monera. So in bacteria, is a microscopic organism. Different shapes are there, and here there is a spherical in structure bacteria responsible for, that is called the Staphylococci. Staphylococci. Bacteria brings a disease called acne. What is acne? So this is a fill in the blanks question also. Acne is caused by an agent called Staphylococci. It comes under a bacterium. Staphylococcus is a bacteria. Name of the bacteria Staphylococci brings a disease or a symptom called axin or acne. Pronunciation acne, A-C-N-E. What is acne? Red dots are the rashes on the face or on the chest portion or on the back portion of our body, especially in the teen age. Red rashes because of a bacteria called Staphylococci. It can be curable. It is not a major disease. It is just a symptom because in the body changes in that period. So that is called acne. Again, keep in your mind, acne is caused by an agent, Staphylococci. It is a bacteria, a protozoan or a fungus. It is a bacteria. Second, virus. Now at present it is very famous, SARS virus. So maybe it is a coronavirus or maybe dengue, all comes under a word SARS virus. So coronavirus at present. So a spherical in structure, HIV virus, these are all called the threatening or the deadly diseases. Coronavirus, total 1 year lost because of a single or a small microorganism. So we are thinking in a different way, but each small microorganism can change everything. So in nature itself, the entire globe, not only one area, entire globe or university, or maybe the entire world. So it is affected with a small microorganism that is called coronavirus or coronavirus, COVID-19. So HIV virus, that is a sexual human immunovirus. So that brings AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. No need to remember the HIV, just remember virus. Which virus can bring different types of diseases. So that this is also a microorganism. How we cannot detect? For example, so whether it will alive. So when we are studying in the diversity in living organism, so we are studying about the bacteria and virus. Virus is the one where it will affect a human host or a body, that is called a host cell. After that it will show its effect. So that's why it will take a little time or a period to get that diseases. We cannot identify within one day the coronavirus. So it takes 14 days, 7 days, etc. to identify, to know the symptoms in our body. So that is why it's called viruses. It will affect when it will affect the host cell, or it will sit to an body, then only we can see the effect. Third one, fungi. So what is fungi? It is a microorganism. So it can be grown in any moist condition, for example on the human being body also. So sometimes this will be from the fungus only, some medicines will be prepared or produced, that is called the penicillium with the citrus fruits. So some fungus can affect the total body. So that's why that is also a fungi is also an infectious agent. So it can spread the fungal disease from one person to another. Next one, fourth one, protozoan. Protozoan. Trypanosoma. Trypanosoma. A protozoan brings sleeping sickness. The insect will bite, a T-cells bite. So when it will bite, it will inject, that is through our blood, then we will get a sleeping sickness, especially in African region. Trypanosoma, a protozoan. Next one, leishmania. So these are the four major. So each one half marks, half and half marks for this name, only name, not for the disease name. So all these, Kala Azar, leishmania, again a protozoan, brings a diseases. So all these terms, so where they are suffering, especially Kala Azar, it will affect our immunity system, fighting against the diseases in our body. Immunity is present, so these immunity cells will be affected by the leishmania. So all these are called the infectious agents. Four agents: bacteria, fungi, virus, protozoan. Next question. What are the different means by which infectious disease are spread? What are the means? Again, what are the means? So I write here only 8th question. What are the means where the diseases will spread? Which are the means from which we will get diseases? We know that already. The first one is air. So at present, air is one media means where the disease will spread, especially common cold. If I cough, so maybe sometimes, so that droplets will spread everywhere, maybe in the classroom or in outside, etc. So it will, I'll get the disease and I'll spread the disease to the others very fast. So that's why air is one media where the virus will spread, or maybe the bacterial diseases will spread, especially at present in air. So if I cough, so if I am an COVID-19 patient or maybe the coronavirus patient, then if I cough, so in my droplets, so each droplets will carry through the air very fast. So there is one virus, corona virus. COVID-19. So this is the one example where the air so will spread many types of diseases. Next one, water. especially malaria. Water, if I am drinking polluted, if I drink polluted water, so I'll get different types of diseases. So that's why the water, it is a one media where if I am staying in a stagnant area where all the drainage water, everything will be there. So it is a breeding place for mosquito. Breeding place for mosquito means, so if the water will not flow from one place to another, or maybe if the water is staying in one place, stagnant water, so where all the mosquito will stay, they'll breed there only, because for their completion of life cycle they breed. So they give the young ones there itself. So that is then called the stagnant water. So if the water is staying for a very long period, so maybe in a container or maybe in a vessel, etc., in my surrounding, in my place or inside my house, etc. So then, so I'll get different types of diseases like dengue virus or viral diseases, or maybe some maybe the H1N1, etc. All this, it comes under polluted water. So if the stagnant water remaining in my place, so then I get different types of diseases. So that's why should be aware where our place should be cleanliness. Cleanliness is very important in this area where hygiene, health and hygiene is very essential to lead a healthy life. Now water. The second one is the water. Third, so which one is that? Sexual contact. Sexual contact. So if there is a sexual contact, it brings AIDS, unwanted pregnancy, etc. So HIV virus is responsible for that, and not only AIDS, so we get different types of diseases, so through a sexual contact. So all these are the means of spreading different types of diseases: air, water, sexual contact, etc. All these brings a different types of diseases. Next question, and a very important question. What is immunization? Immunization is a process of protecting our body from communicable diseases. Immunization is a process of, the very important question. Question number 9. Define immunization. Immunization is a noun form. Immunization, Z-A-T-I-O-N. Here it is S-A-T-I-O-N. Immunization is a process. It's not one day. It's a process, continuous. That's why it is a process. Immunization is a process of, for example, immunization means protecting our body from different communicable, so spreading diseases. Immunization is a process of protecting from which diseases? From communicable diseases. Communicable diseases. Only this much answer. No. By diseases. By how we can protect our body? By administration of different agents. Agents are the substances of the agents. Administration of different substances or chemicals are agents where they will reduce the growth of microbes. So there is a differentiation between immunization and vaccination. Immunization is a process of protecting from communicable disease by administration of different agent where they reduce the growth of microbes in my body. So if there is a microbe, growth of the microbe, then we are giving some medicines to that, chemicals to that, where I can hidden or I can reduce the growth of microbes. That is nothing but immunization. There will be a systematic order of immunization. So each period is there, so that will be given. So according to that food, everything together comes under immunization. In immunization, vaccination means each for a particular period there is an vaccines, chemicals, injections or medicines will be given to protect that particular diseases. For example, each child will get in a different way from the birth of a child. So maybe in the mother's womb also, mother will get giving different types of vaccine. After the birth of a child also, the child will get each specific period, specific chemicals or the antibiotics or maybe the injection. So these are all nothing but vaccination. It's giving to one particular diseases at a time. Now, immunization is a process protecting a communicable diseases. Which are the diseases spread by from one person to another, we can protect from immunization. So that is the one question. All these topics what we have studied, it is a repeated question from the topic, from the lesson, why do we fall ill? Then the last question. So what as a students I can do in my classroom or maybe outside the campus, etc. So at present, so we are living in the era where the coronavirus is more still finding medicines. So why coronavirus cannot be controlled? Because so it will spread from one person to another very fast and it will affect our immunity. So those who are having their immunity is less in our body. So that's why intake balanced diet, balanced food and then nutritious food. Balanced diet, nutritious food like fruit, vegetable, etc. So not to depend upon only oily food or etc. and not to roam around everywhere. That is the reason. So mask, wearing the mask at present, it is a very essential. So when you are roaming or when you are moving around, so you have to wear mask because at present it is the coronavirus era. So wear, so we can protect our body one. And if you are coughing, sneezing, hold the handkerchief or the hanky to our mouth portion. That is one. As a student, I am speaking, I am teaching as a student what we can do. Drinking filtered water, not polluted water, maybe boiling water, warm water. So all this boiling water cannot be drink. So that's why warm water, it's an essential to kill or maybe to be healthy. So that's why there is a one we can, and then so eating healthy vegetables, fruits, etc. So we can prevent our body and basic condition. Health facilities and basic condition, basic environment. So in all the seasons are different in a different way. So in that case, so we have to be, so we should prevent ourselves, so by adopting our own methods. So how I can protect my body? So to get a word called free of disease, that is nothing but health. So these are the major questions related. All 1 marks questions I will send as an homework questions to you. So complete that one and write down in your notebook or maybe in a particular book and keep ready for your examination.